guys, it's me, Carolyn from Carolynjomusic, and I'm back with another video. I just want to come real quick because, I've just been learning some things lately, and I don't know, I just feel kind of passionately about, just getting to the why, of what we do and why we do it. I just think that, especially for women, it's like we're just kind of like, we just feed into the culture. We feed into the cultural thinking and, the laws and, just what's popular or what, is normal. But I just don't think that it's working for us. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're selling ourselves short. A lot of women, feel that they can't be without a man or they have to be in a relationship. They're super desperate, like they're not comfortable, being single. Like, it's like a curse, or it's just just something that they're just not comfortable with. And it's like, why? Why is it not okay, to be single? You know what I'm saying? To, enjoy your singleness. Like, why does that have to be a lie? Or why do you need somebody, what I'm saying, next to you? Like, it's, when you really say it out loud, it really makes you think like, okay, why, And I think a lot of people don't really want to say it out loud. I think a lot of people don't really want to admit that, we're addicted to relationships. People are seriously addicted to relationships. Everybody wants to look down at like the drug addict or the child molester and be like, oh, but they're hurting people. But it's like, little do you know, if you're addicted to relationships, you're hurting people as well. You just don't realize it. You're hurting you and you're hurting the other person. And if you have kids involved and family members or whatever, like a lot of people are being hurt, at the same time. Like, it's the same thing. Being addicted to relationships is not really talked about. A lot of people, just rely on people so much, like too much. We're looking to people to fill voids. Even if it's not, just a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, you're looking to your child, to fill your void. You're looking, at what your mom didn't do or your dad did do or didn't do. Like, a lot of people like want to be the victim so bad, these days. Everybody's like a victim, everybody's me too, And it's like, we're not victims. We have to take responsibility for the situations that we allow to happen. We allow, if you're in a bad relationship, you allow that bad relationship. It's like we allow people to just walk all over us because we're so desperate, clinging, to this person, for what? Like, we want this person to be the father we didn't have, or we want this person to fill all those gaps and those empty voids. And it's like, they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They're only human. We lean on humans way too much. What I'm saying? We're so afraid, what I'm saying, that to be alone, that we're just with people literally out of convenience, like literally out of companionship. Like, it's just, it's, to be honest, some of these people, the last thing you need, if you're watching this and you're one of these people, the last thing you need is a relationship. Like, literally, that's the last thing you need, because you're not in a healthy place. Like, you're just in a place of idolizing somebody, what I'm saying, putting somebody up on a pedestal that doesn't really deserve it. As a woman, our vagina is literally like the most precious gift that we have, and it's like, if we have, the control, of who goes in and who goes out, it's like, why don't we use that? Like, why aren't we using our brains? Like, why aren't we thinking intelligently about, what's coming in and what's coming out? Like, why aren't we taking a step back, and just, closing that down for a little while and just seeing why we keep attracting what we're attracting. Like, why do we keep attracting the same man again and again and again? It's just, we just continue these perpetual cycles of brokenness, and we just think like, oh, well, it really doesn't affect us. Like, we're moving on, it's been a few months. It's like, no, like, people have not really healed, like, at all. What I'm saying? From a lot of the traumatic situations that they've been in, they're just literally choosing to move on, but they really haven't dealt with why. They really haven't dealt with the why. at all, and I'm just here, just to not condemn anybody, but just bring more awareness to the fact that we depend on people too much, that there is a such thing as being addicted to relationships, and we need to take a step back. We need to understand our why for the people that we have led into our lives, like people that we had no business being around, no business even shaking their hand, much less having sex with these people, and it's like, I understand, we can look back, and people don't want to have regrets. And I get that. And, people want to just have these, learning lessons and stuff. But I think after a while, it's like, when are you gonna learn? You know what I mean? Like, when are you gonna learn that lesson? Instead of just having more lessons, like, when are you gonna pass the test? Like, when are you gonna really become a whole person instead of like half of a person? And when are you gonna really just allow God, to do a work in you? When are you just gonna really just take a step back and allow God to do what he's been trying to do in your life for so many years? We just have to allow God to work, and maybe that means that we might have to be alone for a while, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Let's get some counseling. You know what I mean? Like, let's get some counseling, especially some Christian counseling. Like, let's really take the steps in the right direction, to be a better person, saying, to be a whole person. And it's okay if we have to walk alone for a little while. You know what I mean? Like, let's get whole. This is a new year. Like, let's, let go of the residue of last year. And if you're in a relationship that is not really God's best for you, be willing to let it go, and be willing to trust God for better and for bigger, and especially for yourself, to be able to be, healthier. So I love you guys. It's a little bit of a longer video, but please, if you guys have feedback, let me know. I just really appreciate you guys, and you guys have a blessed day. Bye.